I'm going to share my thoughts on the Burris tire over an adventure that my kids and I take. We're going to install this tire.
It's a bag.
What's happening, everybody? Today, we're not hiding it, are we? We're talking about tires. I have 3 different tires here. This is the Vega stock tire. This is the Burris tire 6. And this is the Hoosier 5.5. I've learned a lot over the last week on tires. You can already see the difference maybe in just the size. I don't know if that's in the shot well enough, but just this is the ultimate wide. This is in between the Hoosier. This is the tire that's gonna go on in a second. There they are stacked up against each other. I don't know if you can see all of those, but these are the tires we're talking about today. If you've owned an XR, this is what you're riding at stock, and one of these might be what you're putting on. This is what I'm looking for, and those that are out there can help me as we're going to install this tire. I want something that is as wide as this, but has the grip of this. This is still not as wide as this. This is the narrow 5.5, made it feel too much like a pint. I don't want a pint ride on my XR. I want to feel the ride that I felt on this without the harsh corners, okay? This gives you harsh corners, so it's not, but I like that. I like the more grip of the width. I like the look of it. This, not so much. You've seen the reviews. This one got to me. So it's out. We are going to give this one away as we're going to try a bunch of different tires here. I'm trying to get a hold of the Whisper. I'm trying to get a hold of the Vega Treaded as well to see what that one feels like. This one is out. We'll figure out what to do with that one later. This is the one I like the most still. We're going to test the Burris today. We're going to put it on and we're going to go out for a good old long ride today and give you my first thoughts. All right, so thank you so much for watching and hanging with us today. My name is Scot Mendenhall. If you missed that a second ago, we're excited to have you along and to learn with us. And would you leave comments down below as you watch this, telling me your thoughts on what tires you think I should try next, that after I've explained my situation, what is unique to me, what I'm after, maybe you know. I've heard a lot of guys love the 5.5 Hoosier. I do not like that. I have the pint, and the pint is, when I want to ride and carve, and the pint, I love the ride of the pint, but not when I come to the XR. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna go install this. We're gonna get after a ride, okay? I'm going to share my thoughts on the Burris tire over an adventure that my kids and I take. We have 8 children. We live in the tundra of Minnesota. The lakes have just thawed, and we were all gonna go out for a ride here as 6 of my 8 children own pints and fishing poles, and so we are going on a great adventure, and that's some of the reasons we love our one wheels, is that we can ride to the other side of the lake and go fishing, and it adds to the adventure here as you have 5 kids. 12 is the oldest, and 5 years old is the youngest, riding down the street on one wheels with fishing poles in their hands. Talk about head turners. As people are stuck at home, self-quarantine and self-distancing, we are turning heads. Just watch as we go down this street. Heads are turned all over the place as we are riding this. First thoughts on the Burris tire is you can feel that it is much larger than the Hoosier 5.5. Obviously it is, but you can feel it. It feels closer to the Vega wheel in size and in width. You look down and it fills that, I'm going to call it the wheel well in there. It fills it nicer. It's still not as large. I think the Vega tire is 6.5 and this is just 6, so we're about a ½ inch, I think, a little off here. Pausing here to turn around and get my youngest, who I said is 5. He is also called Inspire, and the dude he just gets after it, and he's a great shredder on smooth surfaces, but when we get to off-roading here in a second, he gets really nervous and everything gets real squirrely for him. And so you can see we're starting to huddle up here as, you know, everybody's trying to keep their distance. You got a dog to the left here. You got another couple walking in front of that dog. And then way up there on the right-hand side, there's a man who's partially blind with his own dog. And we're just trying to make sure we create space and that we don't scare this dog. We don't run into that guy with his service dog and stuff. So we're all just kind of riding real slow here, just taking our time. There's no reason to get in a hurry as we just scroll around to all of their pints. And just continue to watch the guy right there, Inspire, in the orange helmet, orange shirt, in the orange bumpers on his one wheels. You're about to see it. His confidence is not there yet on dirt. There he is. He's out, but he gets back up and going. The Burris tire also is still loud. Obviously, I think with treaded tires, I think you're just going to get the sound of the treads hitting the ground. So I don't know if you're going to ever get rid of that. But maybe I'm wrong on that. I think the slicks, some of the advantages of the slick is they're super quiet. And so we're handing off a fishing pole here so Inspire can focus on riding in this very bumpy terrain. They just came through and tried to plow it up, and now there's ruts all over the place. Remember, maybe not even remembering for you, but remembering for us, as I lose control of this as I got stuck in a tire divot there. For us, we haven't seen the ground since 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. It all just thawed a couple weeks ago, so all this is very fresh. The lakes that we're about to go fish, just last Saturday the ice went off, which on Sunday we have a video debuting of us jumping into the lake. Just sneak peek. We drop a video premiere at 10 o'clock on Sundays on this channel, which will be a lot of fun. But we're taking our one wheels and straight up going off-roading to places cars can't get. I run through here. This is one of my favorite places to ride our one wheel around our lakes. As the kids have no idea where we're going, I'm like, all right, it's up here. And you're gonna see here, it just must be the hill and wet grass, but there's definite spinach here. So the grip isn't as grippy. I mean, I've gotten up this hill with the Vega before, no problem. Maybe there's not one tire to rule them all, and maybe I've installed the tire backwards. I don't know if maybe it is a thing. But going through some of my favorite terrain here to get after some fish here. And again, if I can just say, I just think every family of kids needs to own one wheels because of the adventure it brings. The stoke levels are up. This tire, again, I'm much more comfortable on it because it feels more like the Vega. I can handle the bumps and turns. I'm running 16 PSI in it. I'm not sure what is the right PSI. If you have thoughts on that, would you just drop it down in the comments below? I think the harder I pump it up so the tire's harder, I just don't enjoy that ride at all. Not at all. And so you're about to watch Inspire's next fall here. The dude just has epic falls all over the place. He can ride well. When it's time to bail, he bails. As we're going to cache our one wheels here. There it is. But the dude just turns around. He doesn't whine about it, right? He just gets up and gets after it. And now here he is. He's going to carry his one wheel. Remember, he is 5 years old carrying his one wheel. We're taking it down to a part in the lake where we're going to cache them, which means hide them in the woods, and then go fish. Those mag handles, man, seriously, if you don't have one, I keep saying this, get it. The other thing I noticed about the Burris tire is that when I'm up to speed, there is no wobble as well. It is very nice as Inspire. The poor guy, man. He got hooked. We like adventures around here. One Wheels provide it, and so put some hooks and fishing rods, and you even got a better story here as we pull that out of his finger. And look, the dude he's not hanging around whining about it. He's like, all right, let's get after the adventure.
Ready?
I love my family. It's so tremendous.
Yeah, go for it.
It really is. So we're off to catch as some of the kids are starting to cast into the lake. And this is advanced fishing areas. You have trees above you, weeds in front of you. I leave my helmet on because I didn't want to leave it in the dirt over there. Spies hooked into weeds here, which is great. To me, I laugh and I enjoy it, and I get like a couple casts in. Legend cast and lost his jig in the weeds somewhere, so he spends the next 5 minutes looking for his jig. Epic doesn't want to fish anymore because, well, they're not biting, he says. So Legend and Epic go to climb a tree. And I'm like, well, you climb a tree, I'm going to go help Icon get unhooked, and then I'm going to cast. And then I'm going to let you listen to the audio of my first cast into the water. We're going to hook up with a fish.
It's a bass.
I can see it.
Are you in the lake right now? Oh my! You got a nice bag. I want to fish now. Yeah, see.
That's what we came for. That's dinner. Woo!
We're keeping it.
We can't keep it though. It's Minnesota law. You can't keep fish like this.
Can I throw it back in? Can I touch his eyeball? Ew, it's sunny.
All the other children stopped and were playing around in a tree. I had to show how to get done. And it's always tradition to kiss the first fish of the year. It's good luck. Thank you, Bass. Enjoy. It is starting to rain, so we are out. Everybody got their rods, helmets, and gloves.
No, I can't because that's it. Why are you kidding me?
Hold on, let me help.
And this is my favorite sweatshirt too, Spy.
It's good and stuck. Here, hold on.
Dumbo, Spy.
Ledge, be nice.
Don't cut me. I have to cut it off?
Okay, go right home with the lure.
Nice. Hey, can I go fishing now?
Yeah, now you have a lure.
My baby!
Hey, go over it.
Now watch this. Here's Spy trying to. It's gonna be one more fall. Like I don't know why. I just have to laugh at him, and I'm so glad I'm capturing these moments in life so that I can remember this. Now we're gonna go up the hill, and I don't know if I have footage here of it, but the Burris tire does shred right up this for the most part, and then Spy couldn't get up there, so I'm carrying it out. But the tire is much better than the Hoosier 5.5. I don't know if it's the one. I really think I'd like to try the Vega treaded tire to see if it's more of what I'm after. Again, I have a pint. I love the way the pint rides. I'm not trying to duplicate that ride on my XR. I want something like the Vega where it's just, man, you can just mob terrain and you don't feel wobbly and you're not going to fall off. You can just hit it, but you have the bite of a treaded tire. And maybe it is the Vega treaded, or maybe I'm just going to stay with the slick, because I don't mind the slick. I've rode in all terrain with that as well, and I've enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please drop a comment down below. Subscribe to our channel, as we are putting out almost daily content about the one wheels. We love these things. The last thing I'd have to say about a treaded tire is fenders probably are a must, as the tread just picks up all that dirt and just flips it up onto the foot pads. Stay safe out there.